When it comes to removing scratches and swirls from a car, you might think it's very, very difficult. And I'm here to tell you, I actually brought on Jenny on board because I'm teaching her how to polish the car. So if you guys look closely at the surface of the car, it has like these blemishes. I don't know what it has. Like even if I grab my finger or rub it with my finger, it's not coming off. So first things first that people say is wash your car, and that is step number 1, which is correct, right? You always want to start off with a clean surface. Do you know what step 2 is?
No, I don't.
So step 2 is going to be cleaning the surface of the car. I already cleaned it off camera just because today's video is going to be pure polishing. If you want to learn about clay barring on the surface of the car, check out the links down below. There's going to be more videos right there. But on this side, if I rub my hand, it's completely contaminated. Compared to this side, it's completely smooth. There's no contamination whatsoever on that panel over there. Compared to this panel, there is contamination. Now, we are going to be doing a big before and after just so we could show you guys the achievement we could achieve using the TORQX Polishing Kit. This kit simplifies everything. It comes with 2 pads. It comes with a compound, a polish, and obviously the TORQX. Check out the TORQX. It's small, it's compact. It's not going to cause any fatigue. It actually has an 8mm throw. Do you know what 8mm throw means, or is that just numbers and it goes whoop?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
So I'm not talking English to her right now, but it's perfectly fine. So whenever you're in the market for looking for a polisher, you might come across 15mm throw, 8mm throw, and obviously there's other millimeter throws. But today we're talking about the TORQX, which has an 8mm throw. That is just how wide it's going to oscillate.
So we're working in smaller sections?
So you're still going to have like a 5-inch backing plate, which is going to have enough coverage to cover up this side. But the millimeter throw is not going to go as far. Compared to like 15mm throw, imagine like this is it. It's going to go throw a little bit further out compared. It's going to be a little bit more compact. Now, it is a dual action polisher. Do you know what the difference between a dual action polisher and a rotary polisher is?
Dual is 2, but I don't know what this could.
Dual is 2. That is correct.
I don't know how.
My mind was just blown right now. All right, so there's a rotary. So a rotary, how I like to explain it, it's like a clock. It's only going to spin in one axis. Like there's no messing this up, right? Compared to a dual action, whenever it spins, it's going to randomly oscillate like this. So
while moving.
While moving. So it's going to be allowing the polisher to mimic a hand. Now, the cool thing about a dual action polisher is if you are new and you push a little bit too hard on the surface, it's just simply going to oscillate. You will not burn paint. So the biggest thing is, the biggest concern is, do I burn paint? How do I remove it? You're not going to be burning paint with this polisher. So I'll take this polisher off your hands for right now. And then we're going to be talking about pads.
Okay.
Do you know the difference between it other than color?
They look the same to me, honestly.
Yeah, so they look the same, but go ahead and feel them and then tell me which one's softer.
This one's softer. This one's a bit more sturdier,
yeah.
tougher.
There's like more dense, right?
Yeah.
So exactly. So all of our polishing pads have a color coordination to it that's going to allow you to choose a different polishing pad so you could go ahead and get the perfect polish or pad for the surface of your car. So we're going to start off with the white or the orange. Where do you start?
Orange.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So you could go ahead and attach this onto the polisher.
Just like any...
Oh. You just want to center it. Perfect. Now it's already centered. She did a very great job. You do not see any backing plate whatsoever. If I flip it to the back side, you guys can see that the pad actually has a flare to it. You want to check it out? The pad actually has a flare to it, so the backing plate will never be touching the paint whenever we are polishing. Now, we do have a compound and a polish. We have a very user-friendly compound and polish, which is going to be C4, and we also have P4. Now, C4, do you know what a compound is designed for?
Cutting.
Cutting, but like deeper scratches, lighter scratches, what comes to your mind? It's perfectly fine if it's wrong. It's no harm, no foul.
What like this can achieve?
Yeah, because like there's compound and there's a polish, like
smoothing out the surface or buffing it.
Buffing it. Yeah. So a compound, what's going to be designed, you see these like deeper scratches that it has. It's going to be removing these. Compared to something like a polish, it's going to refine the finish and bring out more shine. Now, there are some compounds out there on the market that you might use and you might start seeing a little bit of haziness on the surface of the car. That's perfectly fine because a compound is not designed to bring out so much shine. If you're having like a hazy effect after, get a polish it out, and you bring back the shine.
Okay.
So, you want to give it a go first, or do I give it a go first and then you see and then you do after? Because there's 2 steps. You could do first step, I'll do second step, or vice versa.
You could go first.
All right. So what you want to do, first things first, attach your polishing pad. Then you'll grab your compound. In this occasion, we are using C4 correction compound. I'll be applying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or if I was Italian, 5 dots onto the surface of the pad. And
Italian?
then, yeah, Italian. 5 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What language is that?
I think Chinese.
Fire.
Japanese.
All right, so then after that, after you have 5 diamond tile drops onto the surface of the pad, you'll grab your pad conditioner, and then you'll just give it 1, 2 sprays onto your polishing pad. Now, what you're gonna do is blotch it out onto the surface of the car. Now, we are working in a very small area, so we'll be doing these 5 dime size drops to do the whole entire area. So now what you want to do is get it to speed setting 1. And then after we spread it out, you would want to go to speed setting 6, and then you want to work it in. Now, the cool thing about it, I actually made it super simple for you, especially if you're new to polishing. You actually put these lines on this diagonal plate. So, for example, if I was pressing too hard on the polisher, it's not spinning, right? So you always want to see these lines on this diagonal plate spin. All right?
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. So I'm gonna bump it up to speed setting 6, and I'm gonna start working it side by side. But every single time I go this way, I'm gonna overlap my previous pass, and then I'm gonna go up and down and side to side. 3 times. Okay? I gave it 1 extra pass. I know I said 30, but I gave it 4. After that, all I would do is you grab a clean microfiber towel, and I'm gonna bump off the residue. Now, you always want to inspect your work just to ensure you're getting a proper cut.
Like, do you have to do compound more? Is it 50-50 split, or do you do more compound and less of polish, like a 70-30?
So it all depends on the surface of your car. It all depends what you're dealing with. Like, say for example, in a few months down the line, you don't have these deeper blemishes that the car has, you might be able to get away with polish. In this occasion, the polish will not be able to touch the paint, or will be able to touch paint, but it's not going to be able to remove them at a deep. So you always want to inspect the surface of your paint. The only scratch you cannot remove is going to be something that you feel with a fingernail. If your fingernail gets stuck in it, I'm sorry. So you guys can see that the pad did not get overly caked. It looks fairly clean. That's how your pad is supposed to look. If you start getting too much compound everywhere, it's going to cake up. That's what we call it here in due time. It's going to get caked up. If it gets too caked up, clean up the pad, continue with the next pass. So now,
Is it because the pad's not doing any work?
at that point, you're losing the hex. And it's just basically not doing anything. You're just spreading too much product on certain paint, and the dented pad is not able to do anything. So I'll pass this over to you. And now you're going to be able to do what I just did for the shoulder. You'll be able to do it whichever one feels more natural. For me, since I'm the right hand, I put it on my right shoulder. There you go. And then you'll grab your T4. 5 dots.
Epic.
Yeah. Like a hex. And then on speed setting 1, you're gonna spread it out. So there's a die on the machine. Put a what?
Right now?
Yeah. Okay. Put the machine on the surface. Turn it on. You bend some down. Right there. That's it. Yeah, just spread it out. And then come to the top, and then go to C76, and then work it inside and saw. here's one thing that I want you guys to go ahead and take a look. I mean, she's not a professional. She's having a little bit of difficulty at having the pad flat, and that's perfectly fine because you're gonna run into that situation where you might go in over a curb area. You're like, what's going on? Now, the TORQX did a great job at not burning the paint. Now, all you need to do is just buff off the residue, and the TORQX is very, very user friendly. So if you're like not a pro polisher, if you're barely getting into polishing, it's still going to give you a fantastic job. Fantastic results, I should say correctly. But you can see, so now we have our detailing lights. Look, I did the compound. There's no more scratches. Scratches right now. Compared to this side. I remove this.
Oh wow. Yeah. Would you look at this?
Would you look at this? But here's another pro tip. If you are new to detailing, if you have raw trim, tape it up just in case you go over it to own damage us. Even though they're chrome dip plastic up here, you could polish these out technically. I still cover it on mud just to be sure. But you guys can see a big before and after. This side, it's a little bit more hazy. That side has more clarity to it. And that's how simple it is to polish out a surface of a car. I mean, 2 products, the machine, 2 pads, before and after. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science.
My arm's just really like went through a puff right now.
All right, there you go. You want to hit arm day, polisher. But as always, there you guys have it. If she can polish, I can polish, Joey can polish, the camera guy can polish, you can polish as well. If you guys would like to pick up these products today, you can find them at
Our TikTok shop.
and chemicalguys.com or your local detail garage. As always, I'm Henry, that's Denny, and we'll see you guys next time. By the way, before we go, let us know in the comment section down below what you guys want to see Jenny learn next. If she needs to detail. She's only done headlights.
Yeah.
But
Polishing headlights.
polishing, check. Headlights, check. Drop it in the comment section down below and we'll do it. We'll see you guys next time.